I like to think I'm both, but the reality of it is that I really excel in tournaments, and cash games is where I pretty much lose most of my money. But I do take shots occasionally, and that's why Betfair is such a good site for me, because they do have the 250, 500 no limit, and I'm really looking forward to taking shots on the site and playing some cash games there and dumping some more money. Which one, Imperium or Zhang? Imperium, it means empire in Latin, and I was talking to my mentor at the time, Josh Field, and we kind of just wanted, like, at the time I was only playing on Stars, and I wanted to have the same name on every site, and we just spent all night like thinking of a really good name, and I think, I don't know, I kind of like the name Imperium just because it meant empire, and that's kind of what I was trying to do at the time, build an empire. I don't know, I won a few tournaments online that pretty much just started my role, and then it just it was like a snowball effect from there. I just kept winning more and more. Like with me, it kind of, when it rains, it pours. So when I'm doing really well, I do really, really well, and when I'm doing really bad, I do really, really bad. So, right now, I'm on a pretty good run, and I started from scratch, and I've built, like I have a house in Canada now, and I bought a house when I was 19, and I kind of just like built a very respectable role, and it all started from scratch, which is what I'm proud of, and yeah, so I have like a lot of things in my name now, and it feels really good. All right, well, like I started off online, and I've been playing online pretty much the majority of the time up till now, but because now I'm being sponsored by Betfair, it's really giving me the opportunity to sort of continue to prove to the community what I'm capable of doing, and play more live events, and kind of just like encourage me to make the transition from online to live poker, and I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about just focusing like I'll still play Sundays, and I'll still play like a tournament here and there online and cash games, but the majority of my focus right now is going to be on live tournaments. So I'm thinking I'm going to play the rest of the EPT schedule, and then move on to the World Series of Poker and possibly a few WPTs in the States. Well, I don't know. I mean, Annette, I've beat her at what happened at PCA during the Battleship. I'll let her answer that.
He crushed me.
Yeah.
But I think he's a better heads-up player than I am, so I think the heads-up match should be interesting.
Yeah, it's.
You play a lot more heads-up than I do.
Definitely, I play a lot more heads-up, but in all seriousness, I think Annette is, like, I shouldn't even say one of the most. She is. I think she's the most talented player on the circuit right now, and like I said it from the beginning, before the World Series, before everything. Like I said that she was just going to dominate live, and I've just seen the way she plays, and she's like a version of me that just doesn't make mistakes, and like she's one of the few people I can talk to about my game, just because like we're both considered loose aggressive players, and when I'm talking to a tight aggressive player who like doesn't really play as many pots as me, and I start the handoff saying like, yeah, so I raised 2-3 suited under the gun, they don't really understand. But when I'm talking to Annette, she can kind of relate to that, and she knows like how to play the hand after raising those kinds of hands pre-flop. So she's one of the people that I feel that I can learn a lot from, and she's definitely a very strong multi-table tournament player. As soon as I turned 18, my brother owed me a little bit of money, and I can't remember what it was from, but I wanted to get the money in cash, but him being the bad example that he is, he gave it to me on party poker, and I ended up starting to play like 5-10 limit, and I rolled like $500 up to like $2K at first, but then I lost all of it. So, and then I think I gave him some more cash for him to deposit into my party poker account. And I did this multiple times. Unfortunately, I don't have the same story as Annette, where she just like won a free roll and then, ended up turning that into $1 million bankroll. I actually was a losing player at first, and I think I lost something like 11,000 to 15,000, which was a sick amount for like an 18-year-old to lose. And then I just kept at it. I just kept playing, and I kept learning, and I kind of just looked towards my loss. I looked at my losses more like an investment, like investing in myself and investing in like learning the game. And as you can see, it really paid off. And I feel very fortunate to be one of the few people who have a sponsorship and is a consistent winner in poker. So. I didn't really get support from my parents. In fact, I pretty vividly remember my parents bringing me outside on the porch and like telling me, Sorel, we don't want you gambling for a living, and we don't want you, we want you to go to university, and we want you to like be a lawyer or a doctor, those type of parents. And as I started showing results, and as I started like proving my worthiness as a player, and showing that I can win, and they started like seeing me on Google and on YouTube, and they got excited when I was deep in a live tournament. They started being more and more supportive, and that was really nice. But now that I take them out for lobster every week, they're pretty proud of me, and they're happy about it. So right now they're always, they have the Google alert set up, so like every time my name is mentioned, they always they're emailing me and calling me, and they're very supportive now, so that's really good. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna rob Annette of her title this year in the World Series of Poker Europe, and
You wish.
take that title off.
I'm gonna go back to back. So.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get heads up, and I'm gonna suck out on her with Ace 3 versus Pocket Jacks, and we're gonna call it a night.